Thanks, Jay. It's a beautiful Saturday for the NGS Champions Charity Tournament and our only triple cast of the evening, joined by Baby Goose and Slexia. How's it going, Slexia?
It's good. I'm a hot mess today, but I'm happy to be here. You know, spent all that time cheering bits and donating that I didn't have time to get ready for the stream. Whoop.
Yeah, but you're a hot mess for charity, and that makes it okay.
Yes.
Speaking of charity, okay, baby. Speaking of charity, $610 so far today for you, Weenus. And we are getting ready to go NUES versus Frank's Furters, who have just been rolling so far. I hope they ate before this tournament and had no plans because they are still going strong.
Hopefully they've had a lot of hot dogs today. It's crazy to see them just play nonstop and continue this momentum. It's going to get harder and harder as we climb the ladder here. So
Yeah.
where are we headed, Mongoose?
Towers of Doom. Looks like this was the
Ooh.
choice of the aforementioned Frank's Furters as they get ready to match up against the B East runner-ups NUES, a new team to NGS this season, but they have been oh so strong all season long and will pose quite a challenge for our Division D upsetters today.
Right. Well, this is the third time they've played this map, I think, right? Out of the four? Or don't ever, you know, I always try to talk math, like time math, when I'm casting or on Nexus Edge, and it's never good. So I'm just going to stop and let's get into these bands.
Four sounds good. I'm going to say it's the fourth time they've played it today. And since we're not sure about stuff, we're just going to say that they're undefeated on Towers of Doom so far today because it helps create storylines.
Okay. Yes, undefeated Towers of Doom players here. Frank's Furters versus NUES.
And first pick, first ban for NUES. Let's see where they go. Let's see if they've been watching today, because if they have, this should be a Medivh ban, but instead it is going to be an Anubarak. And let's see who Frank's Furters comes back with. On an event like this, it's probably hard to do your homework this far into the event, but they do ban out that Abathur, who's oh so strong on Towers of Doom.
Oh, so strong. All right. Abathur being banned, okay. What are we going to see a Chin ban? I feel like there were some comments that Chin, you know, was just there, mostly soaking, wasn't part of the four-man or anything.
Maiev banned out for NUES, and thanks to Andrade coming in with the $6 donation, I can't imagine why he picked that amount. Frank's Furters coming back with the Zeratul ban, which will leave NUES on the board to select their first hero here for game number 1.
Anna checking in.
Ooh, and it's Anna. Definitely a strong healer. Doesn't really have many escapes, though. And there's a lot of close areas on this map that you tend to fight in. ETC getting picked up first by the side of Frank's Furters alongside Raynor.
Yeah, and if you've been watching today or Frank's Furters all season long, those are their picks. Dallying Pig is a monster on ETC. Boggs has been an absolute terror on Raynor all day long today. On the flip side, NUES going to be coming back with the Johanna and Hanzo.
Malthael getting banned. Okay, so maybe they're going for a beefier front line. Maybe that's just a really good solo lane hero, but the global Dahaka getting banned out by NUES. The suspense is killing me. Who are they going to pick?
I don't know. They've been running the Medivh a lot of the day until Regen Ren started banning it out. ProBrush was really playing a strong Medivh earlier in the day, so that is definitely an option. B-Train still has his Chen. He was flexing on Arthas and Jaina earlier. But let's see which way they go. Instead, it's going to be B-Train playing support the last couple game.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Stukov. Okay, I see you, Stukov. Wono saying, let B-Train play Chin. Oh, he had the opportunity, Wono.
Yeah, he got to play Chen a couple games earlier in the event, but they actually had to swap out Azuki for their previous support. So I think B-Train has been flexed onto support now.
Ooh, Leoric and Li Ming. Lethal. Those entombs can be absolutely insane. Even March of the Black King. Is it Black King?
It is March of the Black King.
Yes. Even
Nailed it.
March can be rough. Oh, yep, you got it. The Medivh. Ha! That's for Venus, the most pathetic Medivh sound I've ever made.
All right, so we're gonna get.
Sorry, I had to interrupt with that. I needed I needed redemption.
I think you got to run that again. I didn't hear it the first time.
Ha!
There we go. So game number 1, Towers of Doom. Who you like?
I like. I mean, conventionally NUES, but unconventionally and probably more powerful than we think. I mean, Frank's Furters, but I'm going to go with NUES.
I really like the comp here that Frank's Furters has rolled out, and now I'm pushing for the dream. I want to see the Division D team taking on Celeb Gaming for our grand finale tonight, especially after they rolled my buddies over at Regen Red last matchup. So let's introduce our competitors. The blue team, NUES, the Great Fox playing Hanzo. Night Knight on Ana, Chaotic Order on Li Ming, Shadow Step on Johanna, and Zenaris on Leoric.
And on the red side, for Frank's Furters, we have Dallying Pig on ETC, B-Train playing Stukov, Boggs on Rainer, Probrush on the Medivh. Is that how you say it? And Imperius being played by Azukai. Very festive mounts here today.
So our team's gonna clash here in the ceremonial 5-on-5 mid lane skirmish. The Impale landing onto Johanna, and then Azuki forced to take a nap. Leorca is already rotating to the top lane. Many members of both teams rotating to the bottom. And here we go. Our game is underway.
All right. ETC a little late in rotating bot. However, I don't think they're really looking to engage here, but rather play safe, absorb XP, get those sappers once they come up, and not try to do anything crazy. But Frank's Furters seems a little aggressive as they were already kind of rotating over to the other side of the map. But Ana did get that sleep dart out. Hello.
Yeah, that's something we saw earlier in the day when Probrush was able to play those Medivhs. Really aggressive on the portals, and Frank's Furters, you know, they got a couple subs in. You know, no roster restrictions, you know, on our charity event today, so they're playing with a couple of subs. But you wouldn't know it by their synergy, as everybody really seems to be on the same page. As ETC really stepping into that Johanna, Shadow stepping, forced to go back to counter engage onto the ETC. The portal is there waiting, and he will walk away safely.
Saved by his own portal. That orb just missing slightly. Hello, Venus. I see you in chat with the 172 bits being cheered. Woot woot. Even 6,000.
Yeah, a lot of generous peeps today, not only with the donations, but with the bits in chat as well.
You know, they're pushing pretty hard here. NUES already has one tower in the wall down. The second tower is about to go down. I mean, Johanna is an excellent tank to frontline against this comp over here from Frank's Furters. And that's a pretty solid effort.
And it looks like here in our other two lanes, Zenarius with the Neil Peasants as 4 are going to do the double soak Leoric thing. And that's what's allowing this high prioritization in the bottom lane and a lot of pressure coming out by NUES. But Frank's Furter is not willing to give up this camp just yet. Both teams really brawling over, but the Lurking Arm is in a great spot. Dallying Pig, though, was too low to stand on the point, and NUES with the Pumpkin Sapper steal.
Nice. That's exactly what they needed to really position themselves to get hopefully at least 2 of these altars. Those sappers, do have to be cleared up because that fort is completely open, but Medivh is unable to get out safely, and he goes down.
Yeah,
First kill of the day.
A very aggressive portal by Medivh, trying to get the last second interrupt on the bottom. Not only unable to get the interrupt, but then lost those Arcane Rift stacks as well. So 2 of the first altar spawns going over to NUES with the slight lead here early, both in experience and core health. Also worth noting, Murda coming in with a $1 donation. Every little bit helps, and Ziltoid coming in with 10. The NGU...
Make it rain!
Yeah, the NGS community is so great, now up to $677, creeping towards that hot 1,000 as our teams continue to brawl in the bottom lane. Kind of a running engagement here, Slexia.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I mean, 7s are online for NUES. It doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, they can't be killed. But I think they're pretty comfortable, and they have their priorities straight. Their sappers are up. Medivh does have vision. But I think they're confident here. I mean, they're going to go for it. Ooh, Li Ming, though, being slid on by that ETC and teleporting out, but will it be enough? Ana trying to heal her, unfortunately. Probe taking that portal does take her life, but what's going to happen on the red side? Raynor does fall, and this relentless pursuit is happening. Sucky hand all over ETC, but he's safe.
Yeah, that's something we saw in those first 2 games. Any hero that's low, Medivh is just portaling right on top of him. Li Ming almost escaped with a massive 8 health, but Medivh said, no ma'am, you will not get away today.
That's all you need is 8 health. I mean, anything more than 0 to get out. Boss is spawning. 2 altars are top. B-Train channeling for the red side. Lior channeling for the blue. What's the call here? Don't engage. Get some picks. Looks like Shadow Step's trying to back, but Medivh is in the bushes.
Yeah, gentlemen split there. Both sides just took their own altars and walked away. And for those of you that like nice round numbers, Weenus coming in with the big $13 donation to keep us in those nice zeros. $690 now for the day.
That's until I put 69 cents in the donation below. Haven't got to it yet, but just wait.
So about a level lead here for NUES. They're stepping in hard, doing everything they can to finish this bottom fort. Dallying Pig really wreaking a lot of havoc with ETC, but the Ana healing has just been so on point this game.
I think more than the healing, it's the denial of heals, and B-Train's having to just pump those, pustules, pop those pustules, get that healing out, and it's just a lot to keep up.
Yeah, that might be the most kind of aggravating about Ana, to be honest, is that healing denial. As NUES going to leverage their heroic abilities, which have just come online, to steal this camp one more time, and then I'm sure they will be targeting this bottom fort. It's going to be Wave of Forest, Blessed Shield, Dragon Arrow, Entomb, and Nano Boost for NUES. Frank's Furters going to have to wait a couple minutes to where they can contest this.
These sappers are going to just make their way in, most likely. Stukov is putting his E down. I forgot what it's called, Lurking Arm or something like that, but it's not enough. Bottom fort is down, which will put more pressure on this captured objective here, and I don't believe it's going to be contested whatsoever.
No, I don't think so either. Another shout out to our community, Born to Shine from Vacation, I believe, dropping in $20. Weenus coming in with another 10. Selexia, we are now at $720 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital today. Level 10s are on board. We have Mosh Pit, Flailing Swipe, Hyperion, Leyline Seal, and Angelic Armaments for our upset specialists today, Frank's Furters.
All right, so we see NUES looking for the flank, looking to protect this fort that they've taken over as their own. Medivh's portal there, but really wasn't going to be used, let's be honest. It would have been right into 4 of them.
Yeah, NUES here is utilizing one of the best strategies that's available here on Towers of Doom, which is you have that double soak hero. In this case, they're using Leoric to do that. and he just gets to rotate away off camera, soaking the whole lane, while the 4 members of his team prioritize bottom, take this, put pressure on the map. And Frank's Furters don't really have the tools to match that double soak. You just see this experience bar kind of slowly climbing in favor of NUES the more this game goes on.
Right, just like the ghost he is, Leoric is, you know, soaking, or he just shows up and haunts the other team and helps assist with those kills. I mean, there are 2 kills, but both of them he's been involved. Another kill going out, ETC goes down. Boggs is very slowed by that weighted pustule, and he is donezo. Level 13's online now for NUES.
Yeah, they are looking strong like they have all season long. There is going to be no way whatsoever for Frank's Furters to contest this bell tower unless Medivh goes a little cray-cray here. But this should be another 5 shots, leaving this 32-18 in core health if my caster math is correct.
I mean, what's math? You know what I mean? Other than a nuisance when trying to cast live. But the fort is pretty low. They can try to get that back, unfortunately. Sappers have been picked up on the side of Frank's Furters by NUES. And there goes the Entomb. Dallying Pig, rather, looking roughed up and looking dead. Steak for dinner at Weenus's Chili Cook-Off tonight. No chili, just steak. ETC is rather large.
And that steak was pretty well done there.
Yeah, definitely well done. Full of magic and just sadness, because it's sad to see him die. He just wants to play his guitar. Imperius is top here, trying to do his best, maybe taking some tips from Leoric. And yep, that's not very interesting at this point.
We also have Miss Wind Up Bird donating $5 as well. I don't know if Frank's Furters has the answer for what NUES is throwing at him, but they have gotten aggro here. Night is holding onto this camp. They see them coming. They're going to grab it just to make sure Medivh doesn't do any cheating.
Well, I mean, what is the strat here? Maybe use a portal, kill Ana. You know,
I mean,
she
this
is rather
this
strong.
is the time. Yeah, that you could definitely just kind of portal onto the Ana. But this is the moment for Frank's Furters. Pre-16, same talent tier. This is the best shot you're going to get to change the momentum and get into some of these back into this game. Meanwhile, Leoric is actually aggressively channeling the upper right altar.
Aggressively channeling that altar for sure. He does get it. Sappers go in bot. And, ooh, Shadow Step looking so low.
So Johanna the first to fall. Leoric does entomb the Imperius, who simply jumps over it. Now Dallying Pig will go down. Li Ming trying to get another reset, a 1-for-1. Still 2 of these altars ready to be channeled. They're try to impale the Li Ming, teleports away, and then promptly brings down 2 more. And with 2 altars and a boss, the win conditions are here for NUES.
Right. Here's pesky old Medivh, though, just making his presence known, but that altar is channeled. Here's that rotation near boss, onto boss. 3 core health left.
Now, Leyline Seal will be up in 10 seconds, so the timing of this is going to be pretty close. All members of Frank's Furters are up. They are on the way. 3 seconds for Leyline Seal. 2, 1. There it is. And there it goes. Does not hit anybody. Team is just absolutely brawling, but Frank's Furters cannot retreat. They have to stay in here and fight to the bitter end, and the bitter end is upon us. NUES will take game number 1 from Frank's Furters.
Wow.
Put your glass. So a pretty strong showing there from NUES. Sending
Yeah,
Frank's Furters back to the drawing board a little bit if they want to keep their magic alive today.
right. Their magic. I mean, it's got to be exhausting, winning this much. I'm sure, maybe just take a break on towers. Let the objectives do the work for you. If you get lucky, you get lucky. If not, oh well. Now it's time to try hard again. I don't.
I think Slexia coming up with the line of the day, winning this much must be exhausting. I wouldn't, I wouldn't know.
do.
But
Gotta be exhausting,
I mean, they've played in what 8? That's their 9th straight match today. That does start to wear on you a little bit. So
Yeah.
NUES, one more win, and they will eliminate Frankfurters from our Champions Charity Tournament, and they will advance to take on the Division B Grand Champion Virtual Murky Slayers. Frankfurters, if they manage to pull off another upset, will force a big Game 3.
Wait, I didn't realize we were wearing sunglasses still. My bad. Yikes. Okay.
Yikes.
So just quickly, chat pointing out we have $725 raised at this time. That's quite a bit. We're almost there to that $1,000 mark. NGS showing their pride here, showing their love for the kiddos. And these teams, coming out here and like Frank's Furters playing for how many hours at this point for charity. It's exceptional. But you know what, Miss Wind Up Bird, any amount matters. We appreciate it. And you take care of your kiddo too, your puppo. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, absolutely. No apologies necessary. Any amount helps. It adds up. And I hope the puppo is doing better here real soon. We all like our puppos here. So game number 2, going to Volskaya Foundry. This was the choice of Frank's Furters, it looks like. And let's see how this one goes.
So Frank's Furters getting to play Towers of Doom again. Their strategy not holding firm here. I've seen them play this map before. I wonder if their strategy will be enough against NUES. I'm sorry, I read that as 2 Calico casters from Born to Shine, and it just confused me. I don't even know what I was saying, but here we go. Volskaya Foundry.
You could be a Calico caster if you want, that's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Yeah. 2 Calico casters. You and your daughter. Were those her sunglasses when you were with Murda? They had to have been.
I am still wearing her sunglasses. I figure what better...
What?
She has 2. She wanted me to do a costume change. I was wearing these originally, which I'm not on camera, so nobody can see them but you, but these originally.
A woman after my
And then she
own
wanted me to
heart.
change them, so now I'm in a different pair of her sunglasses. I figure if you're going to do a charity event for a children's hospital, why not wear some kids' glasses? And hers are more readily around than mine are.
Plus, they're more fabulous. Let her know that I think she's fabulous. All right. Yes, calicos, Mark Zombie. Yes, calicos. The only kind of cat. Rest in peace, Tally Purpur.
All right, so right back to the Anubarak ban for NUES as we get back to business. The chaotic order will not be allowed to play Liming this game. Frank's Furter is saying no thank you to that. Anubarak and Abathur and Zeratul banned as
the hideous
well.
thing. The hideous thing with the train of locusts popping out of him. That guy.
And first pick Anna one more time. I don't mind that at all because Night on Anna was on point that entire game number 1. Dallying Pig back on his comfort pick ETC. Are we going to go back with ETC Rainer to start? Or is Frank's Furter going to change it up a little bit? They are going to put Boggs on Junkrat this time around.
Okay, makes sense. A lot of consistent poke damage. I mean, I definitely think they need to pick something to deal with the Ana. She basically just healed for free and denied heals that whole last game. Sylvanas Mabu with Johanna picked up here by NUES. Chaotic Order, now my champion for this game.
Yeah, Sylvanas I really like on Volskaya Foundry because that Merc Queen applies to those turrets. So it makes them even stronger. It allows you to actually burn the other team's turrets as well. So I really like Sylvanas on Volskaya in particular. But Malthael and Medivh not going to be taking place in Game 2.
Not today, not here. You know what's better than a boosted turret in this game?
What's that?
A boosted vision camp on Hanamura. How does that work?
No idea. I thought you were going to go with a boosted monkey.
Absolutely not. That was too easy.
So
Mephisto.
Great Fox going to play Mephisto as Uther B-Train. So we're going to have Holy Cow or Divine Bovine, whichever one of the monikers you prefer, coming out for Frank Furters. That's Mephisto.
I like Divine Bovine just like I like Little Jimmy. Always giving me options here as to what Mimi phrase I can use. All right.
The fun thing about casting with a the fun thing about casting with a 4-year-old is during the draft screen, every hero that pops up. Oh, you okay there, kiddo? All right. Every hero that pops up on the draft screen, I get who's that, and who's that, and who's that. So I've been playing Heroes of the Storm tutor. That's Hanzo, in draft screen as well. Casting, teaching, dad, all the above.
Yes, perfect. Double duty, caster and father for the win. Chat saying, giving the Ana again. NUES getting Ana, and then some cringe face as far as like yikes is concerned. But hey, let's see how they can deal with it. I mean, they have Junkrat, they have Hanzo. It looked melee heavy, now it looks stronger. I'm ready. Let's get into it.
So maybe the most important question, Slexia, which variant is this?
This is gonna be a taunt variant. I hope. I mean, I know there's ETC, but like if you want to lock Vanus or lock down that Ana who has no escape, maybe Colossus Smash. I don't know. I hope it's not Windblades. That's all I'm trying to say.
See, I'm trying to say I hope it is Windblades. Anytime I get to see Windblades, I'm all about it. More Windblades, please.
All right. Well, I hope it's Windblades for you.
All right, here we are. Game number 2.
Game dos, as they say in Spanish. And I'll go ahead and announce the blue side for NUES this time. On the blue side, we have Sylvanas played by Chaotic Order, Shadow Step playing Johanna, the Great Fox on Mephisto, Z Naris on Artanis, and Night Knight on Ana. I get it now.
Okay. And the red team, Frank's Furters, Dallying Pig on ETC, B-Train on Uther, Azukai playing Varian, Boggs on Junkrat, and Pro Brush on Hanzo.
All right, is this going to be the last game for Frank's Furters?
Well, if we want anything like Game 1, that's certainly the direction it looks like it's going in. So something's going to have to change between Game 1 and 2. But Dallying Pig is getting absolutely shredded. And I kind of agree with Chad. That Ana was a huge factor in game number 1.
All right, chat. Show us your bits. Show us your bits. Cheer with your team name if you got it. Who do you think will take this game? Ooh, the normal rotations, top to mid. We have Varian against Artanis.
Yeah, early game, that Artanis should probably win against Varian, at least until level 4 comes online.
Moist Venus cheering 500 biddies with no allegiance to any team.
He's just allegiance to good Heroes of the Storm gaming.
Allegiance to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. That is why we're here today. That is why we're playing. That is what all the hype is about.
And I didn't really know what to expect numbers-wise coming in, but $725 is pretty unreal, honestly, and that's super
Not even
cool,
including the bits, right? Or are the bits included in that?
No, that does not include any bits. Those are just the straight donations to the link that will populate when you hit !donate in that chat. It'll give you the link to where you got to go to send that money over to St. Jude's.
Yeah, when I did it earlier, it's super easy for those of you watching as we're just in the early game. We do see the fortification camp picked up, but just an easy click and select your amount, link to PayPal, bada bing, bada boom. You show up in chat, you donate to a charitable cause, and we continue.
Takes legit like 60 seconds. It's really fast.
Yeah, it's really fast.
All right, so both teams have grabbed their turrets. I believe NUES has their actual Merc camp on reserve, and they do. So they just got to go walk up there and grab it. Probably about now, I would imagine. Yeah, Sylvanas is running over there. Frank's Furters trying to maximize the soak, but their camp needs to actually be burned down. So small advantage there for NUES.
Small advantage. However, I mean, members of Frank's Furters are still hovering around top. They will be able to burn both sides down. Is it null and void as we have Ana and Sylvanas mid with the fortification camp in hand?
Varian being cheeky, but he just picked Colossus Smash. I saw that High King's Quest at 1. I was thinking maybe, but no. It is going to be Colossus Smash. So both teams here, 5 on 5. Swap on Varian.
Yes, Varian. Get swapped. Ooh, Artanis looking like he's trying to get out. But those shields proccing are just, you know, they're just there, and that's not going to let him.
So Super Turret did go down with Sylvanas grabbing that Merc Queen. Frank's Furters have not used their turret yet. In fact, they're really putting a lot of pressure on the turret for NUES, trying to burn that down so they can drop theirs, and that's exactly what they do. So turret advantage now over to Frank's Furters as they pressure out NUES right as their overtime gets started.
Definitely. Pretty slow objective here. It is at 99% for NUES. They have the luxury of getting that swap on Junkrat, but the concussion mine saves his life. Artanis going in with a turret in hand, dropping it just before dying. And the poke from Hanzo is unreal.
Not just Hanzo. If you watched, a lot of that was the Merc upgraded turret. That thing absolutely shredded ETC. And the poison damage? No! Boggs escapes with 16 health. But first, Rock'em Sock'em Robot will go over to NUES on the back of a double kill to secure our first objective.
And that fortification camp is getting picked up by NUES as well. Ooh. Varian looking at Sylvanas, but Sylvanas is like Banshee screaming at him, like, back up. I'm not going to do that impersonation and ruin everyone's...
I was hoping. I was looking forward to it.
No, I mean, maybe had I not taken the time to actually brush my hair, I would have just done it, because, I mean, what do I have left to lose after that? But the thing is going down pretty quickly. 13%. And yeah, all right.
This is a little reminiscent of that game 1, just kind of NUES kind of slowly taking the early lead. Dallying Pig really getting worked down and forced to power slide away for his life. About a full level advantage for NUES, and they jump straight onto the Biotic emitter camp here. With Varian bottom, really no way for Frank's Furters to contest this.
Oh, they sure tried though, but Boggs is going to pay for that mine.
And this is why NUES was one of the favorites to come out of B East. Looking really good here. 3 kills to 1. Almost at heroic abilities here. So Frank's Furters, they're really going to be relying on the holy cow, that Divine Shield Mosh Pit combo to set up that moment that allows them to change the momentum of this game and turn it around.
Right. But they do have 10s online for NUES, Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, Blessed Shield on Johanna, Durance of Hate on Mephisto, nano boost on Ana, and question mark on Artanis. The most powerful, actually, suppression pulse. Looks like they were trying to maybe go hard on that top fort and decided against it. There's quite a bit of experience on the map, but Johanna goes in, having to use her Unstoppable as her team struggles behind just a bit. Mephisto coming in to just kind of spook people, and Fortification Camp picked up again by NUES. They are controlling these toys completely, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. Good withdrawal there by Azukai on Varian, making sure not to get rotated on, but NUES really stepping into this bottom. Yeah, look at, they're looking for the mosh pit. There's the dragon arrow. They do get Mana, and they do. Divine mosh pit didn't really get a whole lot going on there, but the initiation onto the Ana was very much on point. Junkrat able to use that Riptire to finish her off, and that was a good moment there for Frank's Furters.
Good moment. Definitely cooldowns are there. We will see you know, how they can continue that momentum, like what we saw there, actually singling out the Ana, taking her down with that kind of play. We're going to be able to see, I think, a more aggressive turnaround from Frank's Furters.
Well, and that's an adjustment they're gonna have to make from that game one, because game one Ana was just frankly too comfortable back there. She wasn't really under any pressure, just kind of night sitting back there healing everybody, not really worrying about anything. And they have to change that. They cannot just let her sit back there in a safe space and do her thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, Ana has to be tired. She's battled for quite so many years. But those darts are super strong. The swap coming out, setting up NUES for the kill. We do see Artanis use his ultimate, Hanzo using his trait to get out, but ETC is rooted, Dallying Pig sliding out of that danger zone, and Azukai is having to be protected. That was an excellent escape by Frank's Furters. Holy moly.
100%. That's literally all the R buttons for NUES are down. They used every heroic that they could, unable to secure a kill. So this is an opportunity for Frank's Furters. 12 to 12 in level. They want to get something going here. Now ETC was completely shredded, so he had to go way back. And that's what's holding up Frank's Furters right now, waiting for Dallying Pig to step in, and they are now.
Now they have a turret on the side of Frank's Furters, but Sylvanas is doing so much damage, and here comes the mosh pit. What kind of follow-up are we gonna see? Ooh, Dallying Pig is looking low. He's going down. Those grenades are just saving lives with that bio-emitter alongside it. Chaotic Disorder looking low, but Varian is almost not gonna make it. Is he gonna make it? Danger is coming out. He's hanging on by a thread, and he's gonna be able to take Sylvanas out, but he dies in turn, and B-Train as well as ProBrush are just gonna have to back up and poke from a distance, because that's 3 people down.
Yeah, that really looked like that was gonna be Frank Furters there. They got the quick kill on the Artanis. They landed a 3-man Divine Bovine, but unable to really follow up. Maybe just didn't have the cooldowns to take advantage of that mosh pit, and ended up being a 3 for 2 there on the back of Varian, just kind of taking Sylvanas down with him.
Right. Ultimates are starting to pop back online. It is at 93%. Mosh Pit is not up. Blue side being favored here with ultimates.
So Artanis did grab that turret, Slexia.
No, I know, it's your daughter. Yeah, they dead, and the swap does miss, but when are they gonna go in? Shadow Step making a stand here. A turret does pop down. It is boosted. Riptire coming out, finding its way to Sylvanas, not doing much at all. Junkrat's in trouble, but so is Sylvanas. And ETC is sustaining with that armor, but Junkrat does fall. Mongoose, what are we seeing?
Well, what we did see there was B-Train with an absolute money Divine Shield that kept not only Junkrat alive, but actually allowed him to secure the kill on the Sylve. But it did not matter, as the Warpath that NUES has been on continues. 9 kills in favor of 5. They have secured the second Rock'em Sock'em robot of this game. And here they go.
A dummy thick Divine Storm, or Divine Shield rather, as B-Train may say, coming out. Alright, top fort's gone. There they go, rotating mid. Atana's picking up Soak Bot. 15's online for NUES, approaching 16 rapidly as mid fort goes down 2. I think we're going to see a 16 in a team fight here after this protector goes down.
And not just 16, but looks like NUES is really looking at all 3 forts they want to bring down here. That will be occasional catapults in all 3 lanes, but Frank's Furters fighting back pretty hard. Dallying Pid looking for something. They do get the concussion mine onto Mephisto. I don't think they can hold him there quite long enough. He does use his teleport. Varian goes down, and Great Fox right back in the thick of it. B-Train falling as well. Frank's Furters just can't quite seem to take advantage of these situations.
I mean, looking at the statistics right now, Uther rather, can't really keep up either with heals. I mean, it's a slow growth for him, if you will. Johanna getting knocked over, but the wall is broken and she is safe. The Great Fox just going in there, going ham. Yeah, this is sticky here. This is a sticky situation. Is Frank's Furters going to scale enough to add some impact to this next immortal or whatever, the protector, whatever it's called, the next Triglav?
I mean, Frank's Furters, they picked this comp with the Divine Shielded Mosh Pit in mind. That's why they did it. The Uther wasn't there for the heals specifically. It was for that reason. So if they don't get value out of that, they're just not getting value out of their comp. Uther can't keep up with the spread damage from Sylvanas, the spread damage from Mephisto. So they have to get value out of Divine Mosh Pit. And it kind of feels like they don't have like a big AoE damage dealer to drop on top of it. Usually you see kind of like a Jaina or a Kael'thas, somebody that can just drop that big AoE spell on top of it as well. But so it's really going to be Hanzo and Junkrat just got to be on the money, ready to follow up on that when they hit that big mosh pit that they're looking for.
Right, and it looks like they're going for more of a strategic type of killing strategy, like picking one at a time, which is interesting, having the mosh, but that's really just more lockdown to like single someone out. You know, if all the damage is moshed and Anna's in the back, it leaves her open and vulnerable. So it's kind of like using it in a different way, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of similar to where you see Void Prison used sometimes. You kind of VP out part of the team to get at the other half.
I'm starting up an access terminal.
All right, so the Siege Camp is still available for NUES. Looks like they are rotating up to get that to add some more pressure before this next objective, which will be bought. The timers on the fortification camps are about a minute for blue side and about 24 seconds for red. Depending on how quickly they want to engage here, I could see them poking, doing some trades, and trying to get as many objectives, or macro objectives rather,
So
as they can.
Yeah, NUES not going to wait for 20. They do have 2 turrets in the Biotic emitter in addition to the top lane pressure. But this is pre-20, so this is not a bad engagement for Frank's Furters, but they want this to happen fast. They don't want to just let top lane push out. This is kind of their opportunity to make something happen here.
Alright, well, let's see. I mean, ooh, Dragon's Arrow comes out and does not get connected with anyone. Dallying Pig is able to save his own life. And NUES is taking a strong foothold here. Will this be the time that Frank's Furters maybe picks up their turret and then engages, or are they just going to continue to poke and hope for the best? They do have pressure top.
Yeah, I don't think they can give up this Triglav. I think top
No,
pressure
they
or
can't.
not, that they have to be here. Dowling Pig got caught
20s.
between two Merc-empowered turrets. That's why he got shredded so fast earlier.
Yikes.
But now
It's
20s are on board. NUES
Yeah.
in the driver's seat, Slexia.
Driver's seat is fun, but the passenger seat is also fun, as co-casting is the best. All right, so they have decided just to stop trying when it comes to the objective. Those fortification camps are being picked up by NUES bot. They will have not only the Triglav, but both of the turrets, which will be boosted by Sylvanas. This could very well be the final push to take Furters out of this charity stream here today.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're the side of NUES, you're eyeballing that core here. To keep is minimum. If this game is still going after this Triglav Protector, you're probably a little disappointed.
Right. Will they make it quick and painless? Will it be dragged out? Ovarian doing his best.
And looks like they're saving the toys, Slexia, for the core push here.
And that's a good call. You know what I mean? They have 20s, they have Triglav, it's super strong. I mean, Anna is in the Protector, Johannes there. The Healing Pulse does come out, the Riptire follows it, and that Mosh catches Artanis only. Little to no impact. Ooh, but Mephisto was looking rather low, and he does live. BTC just wanting to kill Sylvanas, getting that kill. The most satisfying kill of his night, probably. And that core is gone amidst all of that excitement. NUES takes the W here.
In pretty impressive fashion. The dream of a Division D heroic nightcap for our event is dead. But huge hats off to Frank's Furters, taking out Sack of Bricks, taking out Dat Tasto, taking out Regen Red. That's one hell of a Saturday's work there, if I do say so.
Yeah, I think it was so fun to watch. I mean, they were able to help raise over $700 today on this stream, and thank you to them for putting in that much time and, you know, winning so much. I mean, whoa.
So that will do it for me today, and that will do it for you for now today. I think you're
For
back
now.
with Jay a little bit later, right?
I will
Jay?
be back for the final game, Celeb versus question mark. At this time, whoever wins and climbs their way up the ladder, could it be NUES? Will it be virtual Murky Slayers?
Well,
Find
that's who
out.
we'll see next. Division B East
Yes.
runner-up NUES versus Division B Grand Champion Virtual Murky Slayers coming up. That's going to be brought to you by Murda and Mark Zombie. So the sunglasses are not going away quite yet.
No, it's going to get nighttime and we're going to wear them. Jason, I know you're here. Get those sunglasses out, BB. We're putting them on.
And one more shout out to Jason running everything from the back end, setting everything up. If you see Jay in the Discord, give him a digital fist bump because he set up this whole thing, and he did a great job of it. So thanks for letting me hang out, guys. And I think that's gonna do it for us for now, Slexia.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun. Miss you. Fun to cast with you again. Shout outs to all of those. I'm going to do it quickly. Shout outs to those that cheered and donated this stream. Murda with his $, Ziltoid with 10, Venus with 13, Born to Shine with 20, Venus with another 10, and Miss Windup Bird with 5, as well as all the bits that have been cheered. If you'd like to catch me not here in the stream, catch me on my own once every 17 years on twitch.tv/Slexia. And don't go to Twitter because I don't go there. Mongoose, how about you?
Only shout outs to me are from all the people who donated today. That's what it's about. Calm down.
Feels bad for promoting myself.
And so thanks to everybody for hanging out, for making the event. Even though we're only like, what, 2/3 of the way through it, it's already a successful Really close to that $1,000 goal, guys. So anybody you know, retweet our social media stuff to try to get the awareness out there that we're doing this. Go on to Reddit, talk about all the great stuff here. Shout outs to everybody hanging out, everybody who donated. And it's a great event. You did donate, I know. And looking forward to
Donated for
watching the rest of the
sunglasses.
games.